Now with 100% more ducks. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and welcome to the FTOG Avant3 server. I am having a great day here. We've got a bunch of people on the server, and I moved. I moved my house to a new place. And no, that behind me, that's not my place. That's Toddy the Body's place, and it's nice to have a neighbor. Yay, neighbor! No, I moved to the top of this hill over here. And there's my new place. Yeah, it's kind of craptastic, but it is my typical little hovel that I make when I start on a server. Let's go ahead and jump out there. Here's something. Notice how dark the sky is? Well, if I turn back on my GUI, it's light. Dark, light. Yeah, I don't understand it. Anyway, let's come up here and take a look. So, hovel, sweet hovel. Yeah, there will be something much bigger and better here. And Toddy came by and gave me a little smiley cloud. You know, that's so cute. And I had all my chests of stuff over here, but I took that away, making some... actually, I could probably take that down. I've got over a stack of the cocoa beans, so probably don't need that. These are something that's part of the... Let's see if I can say it. Terraqueous... that mod, Terraqueous. It adds a whole bunch of flowers. There's a flower of this sort for each of the colors, and you can come into here, break one of these, and I just got one of these flowers. Let's plant that. Let's come over here, break you. Alright, this one gave me two, and if I put two of them into my crafting, I can get a dye of that color. I can also plant one, and after a while they'll grow into one of these bigger plants, these clusters, and that'll give us two or sometimes three, but I don't need to put that there. I also found some black ones so I can stop killing some squid. So I just kind of planted them around so that I've got access to some cool stuff. So let's go on in here and close the door just to be nice. So this is the inside of my hovel, and I put all of the Tinker's stuff down here. I've got two of the crafting tables, a vanilla crafting table, and the nice thing is if I click on these, I can access all of them together, which I think is fantastic. Now, it seems to work horizontally. I tried before, I would put the pattern chest underneath the stencil table, and it would still see it, but it doesn't see it all the way around, which is kind of strange. But I would love it if it were 3D instead of just on one dimension. But still looks really nice, and I have both a tool forge and a tool station, so I can come in here, drop in one of my tools, and repair it real quick. And it works out just swimmingly. I am really liking that new setup with the 1.10 Tinker's tools. Also, being able to just access all of them here, that's really cool without him go click, 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 click. So, very nice. Let's go ahead and head up real quick. I do like these spruce trapdoors. And here's my upstairs. Went ahead and slapped me down a bed so I can sleep, although most of the time I'm sleeping with my sleeping bag because I can have that wherever I am. And I really do like the view from up here. That's where my spawn home is, about 1,300 almost blocks away. So it was a decent little walk over here. And I just really do like the look. Yeah, I went ahead and planted a few things down there, got some crops going. That's a way for me to get some of the really good resources. And let's go hop on down, down, down. There we go. Close that up. Hey, close that up. What do you notice? Or what do you not notice? Torches? No. As much as I can, I like to avoid building with torches. I've got the jack-o'-lanterns underneath these trapdoors. Not all of them, just some of them, because I like the pattern. I really like that. I think that's kind of slick. And yeah, there's a jack-o'-lantern hiding up there, too. I like the way it looks. I'm tempted to make a floor out of entirely these spruce trapdoors, but I think it would be too busy, so I won't do that. Let's go a little further on down. Close that up. And here's my next level. I went ahead and had a bunch of alabaster, so I went ahead and made a roof and floor out of the alabaster. And again, got the trap door light stuff going on. These are the Ender IO machines I did earlier, and that's pretty much all I've made so far as machinery. It's been sufficient to crank out the charcoal that I need, get a little smooth stone occasionally. I'll drop in, oh hey, some tin. I'll drop in the metals that I mine up and get them smelted out. And I've been getting a little bit of sand so I can have a little bit of glass. Been also grinding down my cobblestone into gravel and then into sand so I can get some flint. And I've got some more flint here that will be pulled into here. And yeah, it's working out. And then I got sick and tired of the chests upstairs and the creepers that would come by, and so I said, okay, let's pull it down here. And this is the small storage crate from Actually Editions. And if I open it up, it's huge. It's very big. It's like 3 double chests, which I think is fantastic. And so I shoved in here all my food and plant related items. And you can see I used some of the chest transporters to move the chests up and down. It worked on the vanilla chests. It didn't work on these spruce chests, which is a sad thing. I wish it would work on any sort of chest, but it didn't. And I could make 2 of these for fairly cheap. Let's see. Let's take a quick look. Small. What happened? Oh, too many L's. There it is, my small storage crate, small in parentheses or commas. So it just takes wood, and if it needs a wood casing on the inside, and that's just more wood. And so I went ahead and made 2 of those. So I've got one here and got one there, and I thought those are pretty slick. This is my kind of generated stuff, the treasure and cool stuff that I've done. And then I decided, because there was an update to the Avant3 pack that brought in easy storage too, and I thought, let's take a look at that. This is very modular, and this is the core, and if I open this, I've got lots and lots and lots of stuff that I just shoved in here. And the nice thing about this is it handles stacks. So this I really like. My only complaint is it stacks everything in numerical order. So I've got more sand than anything else, so it goes ahead and shove that in there. At the top, I like alphabetical, but that's okay. I can learn to like this and use it. There may be a way of changing this order, but I haven't found one yet. Let's go ahead and pop behind the scenes. I didn't have enough of this diorite to make blocks and all the way around, so I made covers, and so that was much cheaper. And behind here, there is my condensed storage box that this is talking to. So if I want to go ahead and set up more space in here, because you can see I've got 4,000 items I can store, however many stacks of stuff, but 4,000 total items, and I'm a little bit over half. So that is the condensed storage box. That's the second tier. I can go ahead and make a second one and put it in here. I can upgrade this, and it should be able to keep all the items in there, which I think would be really cool. But it does chew up a bunch of iron for that tier, and so I'm going, I don't know. I may upgrade that to the next. Let's see. Let's take a look at easy storage. Easy storage. So the core, pretty cheap, and it needed a blank box. That's just more wood, and you get 2. So I said, okay, that's really nice. So that gave me the storage core, and then I made the storage box from that extra blank box that I had, and again, just more wood. And then I upgraded it, and this took a little bit of iron, and I went, I've got enough. That's about half the iron I had, and I said, yeah, I'll upgrade that and see how it turns out. Liking it. Next, gold. I think I've got enough gold. I just didn't want to chew it all up yet. And then diamond. Yeah, I don't have enough diamonds yet. That's not happening. Hyper storage box. What does that use? Obsidian and nether stars. Well, yeah, that's going to be away from here. But I'm really liking that storage setup. Input port, ejection port, crafting box. Ooh, I need to add a crafting box. Ooh, and a search box. Okay, I'm going to have to make some of these. Ah, that's a problem. I have 0 ender pearls, so that's not happening. But search, yeah, I can do definitely a search. Get some enchanted boxes, a compass. That's just iron, 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 iron. Okay, so that's definitely what I need to add is the search and the crafting. What's this? Access terminal. Ooh, so I can have multiple access terminal. Security box. Pff, I don't care. We're happy on the server here. Extraction port. Okay, so import. I can shove things in. And talking about people on the server, we got several people here. Dragon and Link, you know from the last season. MG Rose and Nemson are new to the Avant3 server and to FTOG, and happy to have them here. They are both there in the UK. So a little bit earlier we had NZ Hook from New Zealand, and so we had people from in the New Zealand time zone, the United States time zones, and the UK time zone. So we were all around the world. And it was loads of fun. So that's what I've got here. Oh, little door. Got myself a little water storage. Let's go ahead and grab a bucket of water because I am going to be needing that. Let's show off a few more things before I do a little bit of crafting. Hey, Thor's here. Howdy, Thor. And down a little bit more. This is my access out to the cropped area. This continues all the way down to Y11 and did a little caving down there. Hey, come back up here. Yeah, I got torches here. I couldn't find a really nice clean way of lighting up this area without torches, but oh well. The idea here is to have kind of a stone breaking down into dirt sort of path here. I'm letting the grass grow because I am going to grab my shovel here and I'm going to take some of this like that and that, and I'm going to start turning this grass into the grass path, and it'll be all path back here. So it'll be the grays and browns leading to a few grasses, and then, you know, so that's kind of what I'm doing, but I need to have the grass grow first. And I was thinking as I popped out of here of setting up a little bridge to pop over this area. And I was talking to some of the guys on the FTOG TeamSpeak, and Shakto gave me a really good idea of he showed me how he did his chisel and bits to make a really nice looking bridge that would come over this. And I was thinking of doing that, and then I as I came over from Thor's base, I found a patch of huge number of these lily pads of different types. So I said, oh, grab, because I decided this would be a quick and really cool looking path to get over here. So over here to my garden, planted some pumpkins, got my sugarcane going, and crops. I've got me a whole bunch of crops. And so here's glowstone and nether quartz, because I've been to the nether three times so far. Got my spruce going, my apples, because that's all I've got for food so far. And then over here I have fire crop and water crop, some diamond crop, and a little lone squid. I got a piece off of him. So I am doing these, and let's head back up and do a little bit of crafting, because I was wanting to make the various nature crops, the fire, the water, and the earth. And let's head back up, all the way up. I love that if I look down, I go down fast. It would be just nice if I could go up fast, but no. Doesn't do that. Alrighty, so what I want to do here, this allows me to make a water sprout, and I didn't actually make any yet. I got these from Thor because I was trying to make I was trying to make the water sprout former that I needed, but you can see this isn't making that. If we look at the recipe, water bucket, water sprout former, but if we close out, that's water vapor from Terra Aqueous, and that's not what I'm looking for. Well, this is a crafting station. Here, grab that out. If I have a vanilla, I've got this little option here to cycle between the different crafting recipes, and I love that because sometimes you get overlaps and you don't get what you need. I was having a hard time getting this to work, and it turns out that I had the mod on the client, but Thor hadn't activated it out on the server. He didn't think that it was a server required, but it now works, and it works great. Yay! Because thanks to Thor figuring that out and getting that in place. So could go ahead and make those. I'm not going to make that one right now. I am going to make this one, because I want to go ahead. Oh yeah, it gives me back the bucket. I forgot that. Because I'm going to make an actual water sprout, and I'm going to make me an actual fire sprout. Because yes, I did get like 10, 12 of these from Thor, and thank you very much. But I wanted to actually craft those up. And let's go down here. Alrighty. This is very much a talky episode as opposed to... Oh, no, I don't think that goes in here. No, you are crappie stuff, so you go into here. There we go. Alrighty, so this has been a very talky episode so far, and I'll explain why. I had recorded probably 12 minutes worth of video of me coming over here from the old base, setting up the stuff, showing off this area that I dug, setting up the garden outside, doing a little caving, but it was so fragmented because I had so little time during the day to record long bursts that I trashed it. I said, no, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it at all. So that's why it's more of a show and tell than an actual crafting and building episode. But at least I got this out, and I do want to cut it here, but I do have an announcement that I want to make before I end this video, and it's going to be a little bit short, but sorry about that. I am getting close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, and thank you, each and every one of you guys. You guys are fantastic. I love your comments that you make and your likes. That is giving me a lot of good ideas, and enjoy your enthusiasm and like of the server and the series and the other cool people on the Avant server. FTOG people are great. So I wanted to do something special for hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I was thinking of doing one of those Ask Me Anything sort of sessions. And so, ask me anything. And I'm going to have Mrs. the Duck Farmer, if I can set it up right, to ask your questions to me while I'm futzing around doing things, and I'll answer the ones that aren't too personal. But here's the thing. After watching this, click on my name to open up my channel in your browser. Click the About tab, and then click the Send Message button. Now you're sending a private message to me. Start your message with AMA, so I know what you're doing, and type in your question, whatever you want in there. And multiple questions are just fine. Also add if you want to remain anonymous. If you want to be given credit, just leave it as is. If you don't want me to give you credit, to leave it a private sort of anonymous question, just let me know. Then you click the send button, and then you wait for the 1,000 subscriber special. So I'm not sure when that's going to be. Probably 2 weeks from now. So I'm guessing probably by the end of July. Maybe the first week of August. I don't know. The days all run together. But anyway, I've been having a blast. I actually have a roof over my head, and I'm loving it, and I'm enjoying these extra mods. I'm really going to play some more with the easy storage. I'm finding that to be really cool. I just need more iron. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the Avant3 server, and having too much fun. Thanks for watching. Bye!